Ever since I became a dad, my life has been gradually improving to the point where sometimes I can't believe this is my life. Just recently, my partner quit working because I can easily provide for our family. It's pretty safe to say that I'm on track towards my biggest dreams. But even though my goals and visions are very complicated, my day-to-day is actually pretty simple. I only have 6 needle mover habits, which I found to be the sweet spot. And that's what I want to show you today. Why and how I design my daily life intentionally to create transformations such as I did in the past 2 years, going from a drug and gambling addict to the life I live today. But before that, we need to resolve the biggest bottleneck in my day-to-day life: running out of underwear. Well, we started washing our laundry in Bali because laundry places can't seem to wash laundry. So we started washing our own.
And the important part about washing laundry ourselves that you need to know is that this man behind the camera needs 3 boxer shorts a day, okay? So imagine how much laundry I have to wash, because if there's less than 2...
You wake up in the morning, you need a fresh pair of boxers, right? Then you got a yoga session, you sweat, you go shower. Are you gonna put on the sweaty boxer shorts? No, you're gonna put on a new one. So that's the second pair. And now we're gonna head and do recovery, sauna and stuff. And I'm not planning to put on the stinky underwear from this morning. So I'm gonna keep the one I had on after yoga. And I'm gonna do recovery, go in the sauna, do ice bath. It's gonna be full of chlorine, full of sweat. And I go shower. And what underwear am I gonna wear then?
A new one!
A new one, yeah. We all know the 1% rule and what it says, right? Atomic Habits was actually the first book I read. I have to say, only recently I truly lived it. I could never really be in a state of I'm improving, because I always was focusing on what's not there yet. Like the things I need to fix first before I even get to think about, okay, I'm improving by 1%, because I felt like I'm operating at 10% by having bad habits and all this stuff. And I always knew that the baseline should be me being completely sober. So since I'm doing this now, past weeks have been so intense that I truly feel like every little action, like now staying sober, is a 1% improvement. And every day there's these little opportunities to just stay on track with the promises I made to myself. Stacking this day by day is already like 1% improvements, because I've never been consistent. So just being consistent already day after day with my habits, like a love act for Elena, present time with family, working on my personal brand, working on my content, exercising and staying sober. If I just stack these for a year, the passive effects of it are going to be so insane. And yeah, there's family, playing with the neighbor kids. It's so rare in Bali. Usually you can't be on the street really, but we had this quiet street right next to rice fields, and all the neighbor kids always play there, and Amon's being included. And they just play on the street all day. They don't need anything. Wow. Amon, showing how he doesn't need anything. Wow. Wow. Yeah, but all in all, I just really started enjoying those boring days. Yeah, because I'm always thinking I'm not making X amount of money yet, and it's my goal, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. And I know what the bold moves are and what I need in place for this to happen, like a big personal brand and stuff, and I only saw the lack. And recently with the 1% method, I was able to see the abundance in every little action, where I know, okay, if I just do these little things, they are all going to compound eventually. And yeah, just having a list in front of me with 6 simple habits I can follow, and knowing those will get me to where I want to get to. Obviously I need to adjust them and always write down the new needle mover activities, but so let's get to work. What I will be working on is delegating some of the work I need to do, briefing some editors, and preparing for a big shoot tomorrow. Let's go into the cash cave. As mentioned here, my life pretty much consists of 6 habits. These 6 habits are built on my worldview that our lives should be looked at from 3 angles: our body, mind, and soul. Let me share how I do that. With my body, what I want to achieve is creating the foundation for everything. A long-lasting healthy life and experiencing my body's potential by living like an athlete. Currently, the habits I chose for that are being sober and exercising daily. Then there's my mind. I try experiencing my mind's full potential by building $1 million businesses. To me, entrepreneurship is hyper-competitive, which I think is a great way to put my mind to the test. My current daily habits for that are working on my personal brand and testing my product, a second brain of my life, but more about that later. Lastly on the list, but actually this is what I do everything for, my family, my partner and my son. I believe that in order to feel true fulfillment, you need to express yourself. And the best way to do that is by creating a life that reflects you and your values. I block a minimum of 15 minutes per day where I have nothing on my mind but being present with my son and wife. There are many more minutes throughout the day where I'm physically next to them, but oftentimes I get lost thinking. So intentionally spending 15 minutes with my family are what create the daily connection between us. And then there is a love act for Elena. With having a son, a business, daily life, goals and ambitions, it easily comes to what I like to call functioning relationship. But we don't want to function. We want to love hard, bond, connect, and take moments in. That's why every day I try coming up with something that makes my partner smile, like flowers, a compliment, support, a question showing I think about her, physical touch, something that makes her smile and say, I love you. Because as you will see now, there's just so much to accomplish during the day that we need to actively create moments of presence and love for ourselves. The keyword here is being intentional. Intentional with the habits you choose that allow you staying focused on the most important tasks. But now we gotta make some cash. We're getting ready, going to a cafe. I will have to text my client. We have a shoot at 11 a.m. I will be there acting as the director. There will be a videographer and one project developer. Now, first, we're gonna have some avocado croissant. Let's go. So, we are back from the shoot. Yeah, and it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. The guys who we interviewed, me and my partners, he's a big developer here in Bali. He's actively building over 100 units here in Bali, meaning 100 places where people will sleep. Yeah, and seeing like how he operates, how he thinks, Like he didn't have time for all this, like, oh yeah, and oh yeah. He was straight to the point. Oh, let's get this like video in, and was straight off to somewhere else. I would like to trade with him, but just interesting to see what it takes to be the best at something, I assume. Because really, that's how I perceived it. His entire life is about this one thing. And competing with him without having capital or just other forms of leverage, it's really hard. And this makes me think a lot about my path, because my leverage is not the free time I have. He has that leverage. So in the beginning, how should I compete with him if he has 5 times more time than I do? Interesting thing to think about. What is your unique leverage? In the beginning, it's not capital, it's probably your time and maybe your brain and maybe your network, right? And yeah, the biggest advantage you usually have in the beginning being time, especially when you're young. I don't really have it anymore. Also with taking a risk, I can't really take huge risks with family anymore. Anyway, I just purchased a new camera body, Sony FX30, as a bridge to eventually switching to full frame, being Sony ZV-E1 or whatever. But I wanted a new camera body for the trip to Europe, which is actually insane when I think about it, that I can just buy a camera body for, I don't know, 1.3 grand. But yeah, it's insane because I couldn't do it a few months back, and now I can. And this is my gym bro for today.
Bro?
Want to say something? My gym crush, princess, love.
Queen?
Queen? Queen is nice.
Queen?
Yeah, my gym queen, gym princess. All right, gym is done. Do.
He's saying sit down.
Sit down.
Do is Bahasa. It means sit down.
To do.
No, do.
Do. Gym is done. Now we're gonna review some of the work the editors did, and then it's gonna be an early night. It's only 6:30. I'm aiming to be on the couch reading a book at 8 p.m, going to bed at 8:30.
Really?
Yeah. I have so much sleep debt. My smartwatch, my Whoop is telling me, and I have been exercising a lot this week. So, yeah, it's probably interesting for people how we handle it. Like speaking to other people makes me realize how much time this guy is getting from us. And I think it's so beautiful.
But do you know what's funny?
What?
Like, people that don't have children and that say, I don't have time, tell me what you're doing with that time. Because I'm still doing the same things that I did when I wasn't a mom, but I'm a mom.
Wow.
Except, I have to admit, I'm working a little bit less. But there has been times where I work just as much, but I was a mom already. You know, so like when you're not a parent and you say you don't have time, what do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We are flying next week Tuesday, and for this entire week since Monday, like this entire week is just there for preparations. Today I met someone who's my age, great guy. And he was like, oh, you fly on Tuesday, let's go for dinner before that. And he said this, so like he's an entrepreneur himself, he's like on the same path, just without a kid. And he said it's so like as if it's normal. And I thought like, bro, do you think I have time to go for dinner. Like, we really get so protective of our time. Like, we even have the rule, Elena has a lot more time than I do, like free to choose in the day, because she's with Armand sometimes during the day, like a lot of times. And during this time she cannot work or anything, so she plans nice things like meeting friends and stuff, and I'm at home working. And I always, like, we have the rule that even for events where I'm expected to come, she doesn't say I will come, she first asks me, because there's just so many people where it would be so nice to see them, like people visiting, friends of Elena from school who visit now, for example, or from this friend, the mother is there and whatnot. But if I were to say yes to every social, like, connection, there would be so much time going into it, and it would distract my focus so much. So I really just have my close people. I meet like once a week, and long term, my idea of being able to have such like meaningful connections once a month, just hosting like a big barbecue, a big gathering. Prioritizing my own time and peace is a habit that evolved over time. This is to show you that there are a million of habits throughout daily life that play part in creating your dream life. What is essential is knowing where you're going, so you can spot the biggest bottlenecks currently holding you back and design habits that will make you overcome those. And instead of listing 10 things or just one, I found 6 to be the sweet spot. Me, for example, I know that I want to have my own companies and brands, 5 children, and having my health absolutely dialed in. And for that vision, my current 6 daily habits solve the most immediate things that hold me back from that vision. To be more specific, I was inconsistent with training. Sometimes felt disconnected from my family and didn't actually build my own thing. So I intentionally picked those 6 habits, not for the sake of ticking them, but to actively go steps that bring me closer to my vision. Eventually, those 6 tasks or habits will become habits I don't even need to think about anymore. I found that out by actively taking time to reflect every week, every month, every year. When I reach that point, it may be time to replace one of the 6 tasks based on my new biggest bottleneck. What I haven't mentioned so far, from those 6 habits, one stands out to me. One out of the 6 habits creates the foundation for everything else. Let me tell you about it. I'm currently planning my day, my newborn OS. All have the habits ticked off for today. And something I came across is this year. I don't know if you guys know Blake Roger, Mr. 428. I've seen some of his stuff, but now I've seen this video, 49 minutes on sobriety. And you can imagine when you look here, it's a big path thing on my journey, ultimate sobriety. Day 18 of 365. Why is it such a big thing? We are all basically here to make an experience, right? We came with nothing, we will leave with nothing. Correct? And looking within, right? Looking into your inner world. There's so much to explore, and you're the only one who can explore it. Your inner world has never been explored before, and you're the only one who can explore it. So how fucking exciting is that? And in order to explore your inner world, you don't really want to do stuff that distracts you from it, right? And for me, substances, even things like coffee, always brought me away from my inner world. I was always running in loops of extreme overdoing habits and things, substances like even just caffeine. Back then it was a lot of different drugs. Eventually I get so excited about, okay, and this is what Blake said in his video, and he put it well, so I'm kind of quoting him here now. I know my version that runs in these circles of sobriety, then going hard on opposite of sobriety again. I know myself in these circles, but I don't really know myself. I don't know what's gonna happen if I stay sober for a longer extended period of time. And this is kind of what has been calling me all the time as well. It's like, shoot, something is calling me to just be completely sober, remove all distractions. Like even watching this YouTube video, I try to mostly stay away from it. It's something I'm still working on, to really, really, really try and completely limit the inputs from like social media, not taking in anything that brings me away from my inner world. And I'm so curious to see what happens if this timer passes to 365 days. And with that, it's just so amazing to give something such a big authority over your life. Like, this is my database of my life. It knows everything about me. It knows every detail. And having this here all in one place for every area of my life, it just makes me the best version of myself. If you would be interested for something like this, for you personally, because I built this for myself, but I'm thinking about building this for others. So this is run by Claude. Claude is the AI I chat to that orchestrates all of the to-dos based on my goals and stuff. It's a living database. If you would want this for your life and you would be interested on me making this a product that you can use, then you're so welcome to let me know in the comments and join the wait list under this video, because I've been like, it's my big life's vision to help people live their full potential. I had a self-improvement community before, but I realized I needed money to supply for my family. And now I focus on business for like 3/4 year, and I'm not retired or anything, but I'm very well off financially with my family and everything. It covers for everything we need. It gives us all the freedom we want with traveling the world, Elena not having to work. And I decided to pursue this big vision of helping people experience their full potential. And this is potentially my approach to do so. So I would be so happy if you write into the comments. I love you guys. Thanks for accompanying me on my journey. Let's grow. Your Pharrell. Peace.